Alright, hello everyone. So today is Wednesday. Now I had done the video in English this morning around 6 a.m. However, apparently there's a bit of a problem on the Vimeo and it's not showing. So I'm just redoing it again. So let's take a look. This is gold. Alright, so let's start with gold as usual. Now, as you can see, this is yesterday I talked about this. Yesterday I said the market can sell the top and buy the low. We got to be careful. And this is pretty much what happened, right? Let's take a look here on the 15-minute chart. Yesterday, Astro Hours, they sold a high. Yesterday, Astro Hours, they bought the low. All right, so this is basically how it's turned out to be. So what to do with gold? So we're in a bit of a squeeze, as you can see here. So we're going to burst out either down or up. Okay, so if we do that, in any case, what will happen is, this on this daily, okay, we're in this channel here. So if we break down, we've got room to go. If we break up, we've got room to go. So we're going to have to play it both sides, and that's not a problem either. So today, as you know, we've got news. Tomorrow we got news, and the market also has news coming out Friday, which is important stuff because it's non-farm payroll. And Friday turns out to be a swing day for gold, not just for gold, but for also, what do I got? Dow Jones. All right, so that's a Friday is going to be interesting. So what can we do with gold? Now, if you want to trade gold, you can wait for the news hours today. I've already posted all the hours. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so that's the video that's not working, so I'm going to get rid of that and replace it with this one. So as you can see, we've got the first hour coming in at 10 past 11. So this will be important for us because the market can start from here. Also, these hours that are following are also going to be important tread marks along the way. And then this 350 is the pre-news session. The first news is at 3:15. Okay, so this is the first pre-news session. Then 350 comes in. Okay, then we've got news coming at 5:45. So sorry, 4:45 and 5 o'clock, which is going to be this zone here. Once we find direction, the market should go to the target zone, and while doing so, it's going to get a bit more motivated here. Okay, so people will find the value attractive around 7:45 to 8:15. What does that mean? It means if we get a swing here, it might take some time to move until this. If the market keeps pushing, then it will gain momentum as we get to this hour. Okay, and if the thing keeps pushing forward or downwards, depends on where it's pushing, on the asset you're buying or selling, then it should take us into a target zone. All right, and and this is going to be an important level as well for us. So the closing price tomorrow is going to be also important, so be mindful of that. And Asia will be busy as well. All right, so that's how it is. So let's take this back, get back onto gold. So here we are. So if we find ourselves somewhere down here at Astro Hours, you have to be careful because these hours do include push aspects, and those push aspects can cause breakouts. Okay, also if you look at this like an impulse wave, this is looking like a runner. Okay, so it could break down, or if you look at it like a channel, you could say, well, this is an order block, so we could kind of like push up. Okay, so could go both ways, be mindful. Euro dollar, let's take a look. With the euro dollar, guys, remember I said Tuesday is a swing day. So it's a swing day, it's done a high. Despite the fact that it's broken out, it's a little tricky, and I'll tell you why. Now, we've got impulse waves, pull back, impulse wave, pull back, blah, blah, blah. That's all happened, that's fine. Here, the market is taking a weird position. Why? Because you can see a cone happening. All right, I've got a top, I've got a top, I've got a bottom, bottom. So this is this is coming from here, okay, but you can see there's a cone happening. Now, cone means indecision and anything can happen. So the market can all of a sudden come down here and then from here go back up there. So it's a little tricky, despite the fact that normally this should be a straightforward trade because of the impulse wave, the ABC retracement and the breakout. So yesterday I did actually buy the pullback. Okay, I've covered the trade and I'm thinking, well, what's going on? Okay, so if this Tuesday swing day holds, this may pull back into Thursday or Friday, so I'm a little bit weary about it. Okay, but still, you know, that's how it is. So be stringent with your money management on this, and once again the news might influence it and we'll see how things pan out. Okay, in the interim, that's going to be the resistance of the day, which is 64. 1.0909 is there. Well, I'm going to keep that actually. I'm going to put 1.0909 as well here. All right, so we've got room to kind of like go up as well. Now yesterday this was where the gap was. This was the Astro hour. So if you bought in the Astro hour zone at the gap, you should have been okay. Actually, you should have, if you've learnt from me, you would have had this level here. Okay, so that would have been your zone, and that's what the market did. Astro hours, nice long position with a tight stop loss, so the trade should have been covered already. And if you move the stop slightly higher as well, then you should be rocking. You can just follow that through, and if it breaks out, we should head into that direction. Okay, so SP 500, here's the SP 500. New York session, as you can see, Astro hours, this is the pre-trade, just London session there, 1:30 my time. Market goes up, market comes down. This is 7 o'clock, starts pushing upwards and goes up. Now with the SP 500, remember we had a breakout, right? So we want to go up, all right? And this is what we're doing on the weekly as well. You can see there's an infringement there. So I did say we can follow this up on a pullback, and if you took that advice, you should have been okay, all right, because it pulled back at the Astro hours into the gap and then took off. Okay, so no big deal there. Once again, look, here's the gap. Okay, market comes in, fills in Astro hour going up. So we've got room to push up if the market does come back down again, like coming to the daily pivot or this level here, 5,281. Why? Because it's the goodbye kiss on the PST. 54.5281 is a good price. Now 5291 is the opening, okay, and which is also pretty much the closing of yesterday there. This is not a bad place either, but the news might shake up the market a little bit. If it does, take advantage of it. If the market is down at the Astro hours here, the weekly pivot or there, and you can catch a UE, what does that mean? It means you can go to the smaller time frame, like the 5-minute chart, let the market come to you, and then you can go with a U-turn if you like. For example, this is an Astro hour, okay, and you can just sit tight and wait. Once the color has changed, you can go long, and your stop loss is going to be just under there. All right, so you don't really have to, you know, dive in and you know, do all kinds of crazy stuff. Even if you dive in here, then your stop loss needs to be under this low here. So it's all good. But if you want to wait for the U-turn, nice and easy, you can also do that. No problem. If it's too volatile, obviously don't run after it. This is a nice smooth turn around and a U-turn. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now with the indices, we're going to do the same thing, all right? But with the Dow Jones, we've got a goodbye kiss happening on the weekly, which we talked about at the beginning of the week. So that weekly goodbye kiss is going to be at 58, which is the target of 39,186, which we posted, okay, earlier on. 39,186 is here. Now this 38,914 is also a target. Why? Because that's the daily breakout's first target. Okay, now look, this is the price breaking out. This is the PST breaking out. See how beautiful that is? It's just beautifully pushing up. Okay, so on the pullbacks, going long is the way to go into your target. All right, so you got a target there. That's your 50. You need to be careful at 38,916. The trade needs management there. If you entered it, that's your entry. Astro hours going up into there. And also we had what, 7 o'clock. There's your 7 o'clock. Market goes up, pulls back, goes into there. All right. So then any pullback into the daily, weekly, or the closing or opening of today is fine to kind of push up at Astro hours. Like I said, you can wait for a U-turn on your 8 a.m. strategy on a smaller time frame. No big deal. Don't rush to trade. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Pretty much the same thing with NASDAQ. Also, the market is trending up on the bigger time frame, as you know. Here we are, and it's pretty aggressive, as you can see. We've got a target up there on the monthly, 19,308. That's a bit far out. And this is 66, which is 19,004. Okay, sorry, 19,004. So on the daily, we also have this 65, which is 18,839. So 18,839 and 19,004 is the first place to look out for. All right. So depending on the news, we'll see how things are panning out. Now with the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ, remember, NASDAQ Monday, Tuesday was the swing day. All right. So that's your Monday. That's your Tuesday. Okay. So what does that mean? Well, if Monday, Tuesday are high, this could crash down. Okay. That's one option. Okay. Because that's your Monday, that's your Tuesday. We're on a Wednesday, right? So if the market is up Monday, Tuesday, selling off. Okay. And that's exactly what, let's just come here. This is exactly the opposite. Okay. Sorry about that. Monday, Tuesday, market from the lows. Okay. So I accidentally opened up the weekly chart. That's why. So the market was coming down. It came down. Monday, Tuesday, swing day. So Monday, Tuesday, market buys the dips to push up. If we come back into 18,610 at an Astro hour, that's not a bad level to buy, which is pretty much your daily pivot there, or this white line here. Okay, so the market wanting to come back, do a good buy kiss, and then go up into that zone is okay. You can put 18,850 on your radar as well, which is pretty much okay. Let's do it. 18,850 is pretty much on that 38 anyway, so it's pretty close. All right, so no need to really put it. That's pretty much where it is. Okay, so the market can actually push down as well, and we'll see how things pan out on this one. Like I said, you can also this is what, let me just squeeze this a little bit. Boom, boom. Okay, so if we go up, we can also sell that as well. All right, so that level, if the market does go up, okay, it might do this week, then next week we can be sellers as well. So we need to be a bit careful here, but the trend is still up. So the market's buying nicely. Okay, so if it dips down again into an Astro hour, if we want to buy, it's okay. Just be mindful. Yeah, it has broken above Monday, so that's fine. It's broken above the high of the week Monday, and it's spent some time there. Okay, so there are buyers in here. All right, so if we dip down, look for Astro hour levels. You can like kind of get in or wait for a U-turn. And let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, remember we had the PST breakout. So I said going up is an option and is a good option, right? That's your daily, and this was the breakout. So this was the breakout happening on Monday. I said you could follow this through into there, and I said don't buy the tops though. This is a sell zone. So all you had to do basically was every day you buy on the pullbacks. Okay, so this was the low on Monday. If you bought the pullback, you were okay. If you bought the low, so that's still a pullback. Why? Because what did we learn? If we have an impulse wave, you can get back in the game if you are down at a discount, and it's an Astro hour. Astro hour 37.5, okay, and you're moving in. So if you did that and you kept buying into those targets, you should have been okay. Just be mindful, we've got more targets up there, despite the fact that the daily ones are done. Why? Because the weekly is broken out, and what do I always say? If the PST breaks out, don't stand in front of it trying to sell it. Okay, so if today as well, we're the price resistance here. Okay, but this is an impulse wave. It's already done its A, B, C down. We're in a flag formation. It's ready to break out, and because the weekly already broke out, it's telling us we've got room to go up. So we're probably going to break this and go upwards. That's why I said you can also buy if the market retraces. So if it does so again, down here, looking to go up at Astro hours, not a bad idea. Take note of your targets. Let's take a look at the weekly. Now those are too far out there, obviously, but this 80 is close enough. It's 85,000. Well, it's a weekly, right? So that's 85,000 is the first target. 75,663 is that one. So what you want to do is you want to target the 75, but you want to manage your trade. Okay, where do you want to manage it? You want to manage it. Oh, well, you should be managing it here if you're in the trade. Your second level of management is there, but we should go higher. Okay. Have a good one. Sorry for the delay in the video. That's not my fault. It's Vimeo's fault. Have a good day trading.